Okay, I don't know what to call this one. Let's see what we can do with it. Alright, let's see what we can do with this one. Hands shaking like buggery again, folks. This will be a challenging one, I'm pretty sure. I'm going to leave it on 100. Hang on. Yeah, we're going to leave it on 100. My intuition's telling me. Going to add a little bit of contrast to this. Going to lighten it right up. This will be a challenging one, folks. Doesn't look like it's logically going to work, being what it is and type of material and that. Anyway, it's on the bed. It's some kind of evening gown. I don't know what it is, but it's some kind of evening gown, I do suspect. I'm just going to put it on the glass. It's going to be a little bit tricky, folks. So we're just going to try and use my camera hand to put this up. And we're just going to rest it there. We can't rest it there. We need to put the dock feeder and try to flatten it out. Maybe a bit of an angle would be nice. A bit of an angle. I don't know how this is going to look. It's going to be probably shit. Fuck, this is a difficult piece. I just don't want that there. Or that. So we're just going to angle it. Got to try and make sure the seam doesn't show up on the... Yeah, it's going to show. And it's just hanging over the fucking vent holes. So I don't want the vent holes covered because it could overheat the bloody machine. So we don't want that. This is a pain in the ass, folks. Don't know how we're going to get the dock feeder to sit flat on here, that I'd like it to be flat. It's just really an awkward piece, folks. I'm actually thinking 100%, 141.4 we're going to make it, and we're just going to line that out and just drop the dock feeder on it. Just going to close that. This is going to be a challenging one. I'm hoping that the white of the document feeder is going to show through and show up all the beautiful material. So we've got it looking good material wise. That's better than I thought. I can see wondering how we're going to make this look. What are we going to just reposition this, or my intuition's telling me to go for the start button. For some reason it doesn't seem to be wanting me to pull up and try another position. Okay, that's our second piece. Doesn't look all that good. Wondering where the centre of this job's going to be. We're going to make it there. That's the dock feeder pad on the edge of it. So we couldn't get it to lie flat as we'd like. We do have... That looks like part of the seam, but it's all right, I think, in this case. I was thinking we were going to do something better than this. I'm actually thinking we're going to. I just changed my mind, folks. Wondering if we're going to move this into a better position. So we're going to just slide this up. Going to slide it up, folks. We're just going to move it up a bit. I don't know how this is going to perform. Ah, shit. We've lost our settings. Lost our bloody... Fuck off. I know why, because we didn't set the paper first. The paper's got to be set first before the enlargement. So... Actually, we don't. Do we need this? I think we'll just put it on because we're going to need it for the mirror image. So, but I might end up forgetting. So this is just, at least we know it's going to work for the image. At least the sequins show up. I wasn't expecting the clarity of this piece to be any good. So I'm shaking, folks. Okay, out it comes. Let's see how that looks. It still looks shit. I do like the sequins, the way they've shown up, but I haven't got a good positioning for that. That one I'm hoping I can just position nicely. So the first one, so I'm just trying to think how we're going to do this. These are the first ones, so we're going to have to move that down that way, if I can somehow work it out. So I think it's too far down this way, so we're just going to slide it up a bit. I'm just going to slide it, and we're just going to hope this will come out nicely. Okay, out it comes. Let's see what we've got. Well, that looks better having that there. Wondering. I'm trying to work out whether to just flow with my intuition here, whatever it is. We're going to go this way. We're going to go and try to reposition again. Maybe moving it down this way a little bit could help. I don't know how it's going to work. And I'm on auto color. I forgot to set it up. I normally like not to use auto color, but that's just a habit of not wanting to rely on automatic functions in case they let you down. I thought for a moment I lost my settings. Anyway, I think I fucked it up. I think I moved it the wrong way. Yeah, I think I fucked it up. I'm actually thinking, come to think of it, I'm thinking we're just going to work at 200%. So we've got to put this into the corner where it's the A6 area, which I think is there pretty much. And we're just going to make this an A6 piece, so we can make this more, show up the detail more. More than 9.5 minutes into this demo, folks. So this one could be a long haul demo, so to speak. Anyway, that looks really quite nice. Wondering if we can run with this design. It's a shame we don't see too much of the shine on the sequins, folks, but it's quite a nice looking piece. It's got promise. I'm wondering if we're going to just go for the button. Wondering. So I'm wondering we're just going to continue with this. It's a shame the sequins don't show up that well as I'd like them to. Instead they're mostly black silhouettes. I don't know if I'm doing this right, if I'm not going with my intuition and maybe try to improve it, or whether it's pretty well a finished piece. It's not an easy one, that's for sure. I've already got that set. All I have to do is set the mirror image. I'm disappointed the sequins didn't come out as brightly as they could have done. But it still looks quite nice. There's still some sequins there that are shining for the copier. So yeah, shining for the copier. Yeah, right. Okay. So finally we've come to a conclusion that we needed it to be at 200% to make it look any decent. But I'm glad this demo is nearly over, because I just didn't know if I was going to make anything decent out of it. Well, it was going to be a really, really long demo. But that's a nice pattern, and I like the shimmering of the background. I think now we could call this demo quits.